Hey guys, how are you? Today I wanted to discuss a topic of getting a driver's license in Thailand. I recently got mine like 3 days ago. You can see it here. So let's begin. How do you get a driver's license in Thailand? So first step you need to do is you need to collect a list of documents. In case I forget something, better check the description, because I will list all the documents that are required in the description of this video. So you need to make copies of your passport. It's the photo page, it's the visa page, it's the arrival stamp page, and your last visa extension stamp. Also you need a medical certificate, and you can get it from nearest hospital close to your area. Just go inside, get into the reception and tell them that you need a medical certificate for getting the driver's license. Usually they know what that means. So they just perform some vital signs checks like the blood pressure, they check your weight and height. There is a doctor that performs some examination of yours, and the process is really easy. It's more like a formality. So you pay for the medical certificate like 150 up to 200 baht. I paid 150 here in Chiang Mai in Ram Hospital. So once you got the copies of your passport and the medical certificate, there's one last document that you need, is your residence certificate, and you can get that one only in case you have a 60 days visa at least. If you just get a 30 days exemption stamp from the airport, this doesn't work. So you need at least 60 days tourist visa or some better visa. It depends on how long you stay here. For more information about the residency certificate, please check the video in my channel, the video about getting Thai bank account. I discussed the topic of getting the residency certificate in that video, and also there is a list of documents that are required for you to get the residency certificate. And the place where you get that residency certificate is called the immigration office. So you go there, you get that certificate, and now you have copies of your passport, medical certificate, residency certificate, and your passport, of course. So you get all these documents and you visit the nearest land transportation office to your area. Mine was about 10 minutes drive from the old city in Chiang Mai. Depending where you stay in Thailand, your land transportation office may be located in different places. So check the map, check the Google, where is the nearest land transportation office to your city, and then you visit this office in weekdays. It's better to visit in the morning from like 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. You go to the information, you tell them that you want to make a new driver's license, and they tell you the counter number where you need to go and bring all these documents. So you go to that counter, they told you, you show the documents, you tell about the driver's license you want to get. It depends on which one. You can get a motorcycle license and a car license at the same time. Those gonna be two different cards, two different licenses, but you can get those at the same time. It's just the difference is for motorcycle, it's a little bit easier. It's only a 2 days process. So you tell them all this info, they check your documents, and they make an appointment for you. So you don't make the license the same day you come. You start making it on the day where they make an appointment for you. So once you get an appointment and you come at that day, and you should go to the same counter usually, but it's better to check with the information desk before going to correct counter. So it's your appointment day, you get all your documents, you go to the correct counter number, they write you down that you are making the license, and they tell you to go to the classroom. Depending, yeah, sometimes you might not go to the classroom because if it's not your first license, if you had your driver's license from your country, usually the process will be easier and you won't need to pass the exam, and you don't need to go through the training. But if it's your first time you ever get a license, you will need to go to the classroom and you will have to watch training videos for like 6 hours. The problem is those videos, they are all in Thai and there are some subtitles, but those subtitles are barely visible. So for me it was like a waste of time of 6 hours, but it's a formality. So I had to study the traffic rules from other sources on YouTube and the other websites. I will put some links in the description so you can get the info about Thai traffic rules, so you get yourself prepared for the written test. So yeah, you watch these videos in the classroom, it's called the training. And at the end they might offer you a book in English with some Thai traffic rules and Thai road signs, so you can photograph that book and study from those pictures as well. I photographed the book they offered to me, so I will put a link to the files in the description, but keep in mind those photos are not of the best quality. But anyways, those pictures and text that you are able to read are going to give you an idea of the Thai traffic rules. Also, there are some videos with the theory exam questions and answers. I will also link those videos in the description, so make sure you check those and you got yourself prepared for the written test. It's not a written test, it's the electronic exam. So let's briefly recap. You get the list of documents, you go to the land transportation office, you make an appointment. Next, on the day of your appointment, you come. If it's your first driving license, you go through the training. In the training, you watch the traffic rules videos. Also, they are going to perform some physical tests for you. It's the reaction test, so you need to press, no matter if you are getting a car driver's license or a motorcycle driver's license, you will have to go through the reaction test. So you sit in the chair and you press 2 pedals. The first one is the acceleration pedal and the second one is the brake pedal, and you need to press the brake pedal within 0.75 seconds after the red light turns on. So it's the body reaction test. And the second test they are going to perform is the color blindness test. So they have a picture of different colored circles all in one place, and they just show them to you and you name the color. So that's it. The first day for me was like that. I went through the training, then some physical tests, and the next day you need to pass the exam. And exam for me was 50 questions and I had to answer 45 correct at least. If you fail this test, you will have to go into another time. During one day you can have 2 attempts, and if you fail 2 times during a day with the theory test, then you have to retest on the next day. I'm not sure how much retries you can have during a month, but usually people pass the test after first or second, maximum third attempt. I passed from the first one, so it's easy for you if you follow the guides that I will put into the description. You just study that theory and try to understand those rules. It's easier for you if you already had driver's license in your country, so you can just skip that part. So after you passed the exam, you will have to go to the practice test. For the motorcycle, the practice test was just driving on their I don't know how it's called. Basically, they have a road that has some obstacles like cones, so you need to drive around the cones without hitting them. Also, there are some stop lines that you should stop for 3 seconds when you see the white line. Also, there is an steep ascent and decline. So it's like a hill. You need to drive through a hill without falling. And also the hardest part is the balancing, is the body balancing in case you are passing the test for the motorcycle. There is a plank that's a bit lifted from the ground, and this plank is not really wide. Its width, it's about like maybe 3 wheels of the scooter and maybe like 1.5 wheel of the big motorcycle, so it's harder to pass it on the big motorcycle. But you need to drive through that plank, and you need not to fall, so you have to keep the balance. And after you passed all this obstacle course, after you passed all these practical checks that they have for you, they will hand over you a document with some signatures of them, and you head over to the information desk again in the main building. So at this point you passed everything, and you will need to pay, like I paid 105 baht. I'm not sure, maybe sometimes the price might change, but it's about this amount. You pay this price, and after that you go to a room where they take a picture of you, and after they took a picture of you, they print this license right away. So on the second day, in case you are getting a license for the motorcycle, on the second day you receive your license. If it's a car license, I'm not sure, because I didn't pass for the car, but people say it's like 4-day process. So on the 4th day you will get the car's driving license as well. So that's it regarding getting the Thai driver's license. In case you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below this video, and subscribe if you want to know more about Thailand. Thanks.